If I told you that fear is not real, would you believe me? If I told you that fear is fake, would you believe me? If I told you that fear is an illusion, would you believe me? Fear is always within your mind. Fear is not real. Fear is never real. Fear is emotional, is emotive. Fear is a feeling. Fear is not real. Come on. Fear is not real. That's why children can touch a hot iron, because they don't have that sense of fear. Fear is created by you. That's why a child can touch a snake and actually bite the tail of a snake. I've seen children doing that. A child can play with a python. Everyone's running away. A child is coming. Because fear resides in your mind. Fear is an emotion. Fear is a feeling that is not real, but you have the capacity to create it. Welcome to yet another beautiful segment. My name is Kato Mukasa, an international commercial lawyer and entrepreneurship coach. This is Think Better, Do Good Better consultancy, and in the studio is my team member, Dennis Bongole, who makes sure that you get this very beautiful picture. You can hear me and you can be here having this conversation about business. This channel is a YouTube channel, Think Better, Do Good Better, for our consultants company. We only do business. We only do entrepreneurship. There is no love on this channel. There is no politics on this channel. There are no affairs. There's no witchcraft. There are no miracles. There are no prayers on this channel. We talk about business. We talk about entrepreneurship. We find ways of how do we get out of poverty? How do we beat the rat race? How do we stop the habit of from hand to mouth, from hand to mouth, from paycheck to paycheck, from paycheck to paycheck? How do we beat that life? This is the channel for you. Welcome again. We are talking about fear. How to face your fears and win in business. How to face your fears and win in business. Remember, fear is nothing but an illusion. Fear does not exist. Fear is created by you. That's why a child will do anything, because does not have that time and ability to think things through. Negative thoughts generate fear. Can you imagine that in Africa, I know people who dream and they do crimes following a dream, who dream and abandon jobs because they have dreamt their mother is telling them this. You know, my dead mother came to me. You know, my dead father. You know, my dead grandmother. People can be so hopeless in the name of dreams. They go to pastors and pastors tell them so and so is bewitching you, so and so is after you, so and so is bewitching you. Fear. What pastors do in Africa, what religion do in Africa, is to put fear in the brains of people. Fear. Fear and fear. Fear has two meanings. Thank you, Dennis. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Fear is an illusion. Fear does not exist. Fear is created by you, and quitters never win. You must be kind to yourself to avoid fear. You must live in the now. in the present moment. You must focus on the present. You must be grateful to yourself and what you have achieved. You must focus on what you have and not what you don't have. You must set clear goals to avoid fear. You must face your battles like a lady, like a gentleman, like a fighter, like a warrior. You must control your emotions if you are going to handle fear. You must know that fear is a feeling, is an emotion that you create, but in fact does not exist. Fear in every business is its enemy. Fear destroys marriages, destroys businesses, destroys friendships, destroys good virtues, destroys good strategies. Fear is the enemy of mankind. Without fear, people can conquer everything, including themselves. Fear is an enemy because it makes you criticize yourself. It makes you fear yourself. It makes you hate others. It makes you face the challenges that would have been weaker. You face them at your weakest point. Fear is the worst enemy. How do we tackle fear? I've been always talking about this. I've just told you the strategies, but I'll now break them down. One, you become self-aware. Self-aware. Be aware of what you can do in life. Someone's going to tell you being a lawyer is too hard. Things are so hard. They used to say like that. Going to law school, going to LDC, everything is so hard. I went to law school, got a first class. I faced my fear. They're going to tell you doing economics at the university is so hard because there is mathematics. Yes, I went to Makerere University, read economics, there was mathematics, there was statistics, and I passed. Now, fear is planted in your brain. I call them feeble, weak brains, minds. Someone tells you it's so hard to go to this country, it's so hard to be a farmer, everything's. People always are negative. That's what I know about people I've grown with. The people I've grown with watching are very negative. They'll tell you, you cannot manage a consultant's firm. I formed my consultant's firm after the university, and it got me a contract with the government of Uganda. I was barely 25 years. And I became a consultant for the Ministry of Gender under the Department of National Youth Council. I had a consultancy which took contracts from government, which enabled me to teach thousands of young people in Uganda to become entrepreneurs. I was barely 25 years. Did I fear anything? Did I fear to face a minister? Did I fear to face commissioners? I never feared because I'd learned early enough to master my head, not to run into anything. For me, I always say, no one bewitches me, no one wishes me well. If you don't wish me well, that's okay. And no one wishes me bad. So I don't have expectations. I don't have fears. I don't expect so much from people. I don't have fear because no one is willing to do harm to me. I've just tuned myself to be positive. I know there are bad people who are coming after you, but I don't want to waste my time thinking about that because it will occupy my head. That fear will make me poor. Fear is the creator of poverty. Be kind to yourself and know you can make it. Be positive thinking. Control your thought process. Have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. Bandoga, people are bewitching me. Fear is the root cause of poverty. Don't quit. Be persistent. Continue moving. Embrace failure. If you fail, fear is going to come. Oh, I have failed my exams. Repeat the exam. Retake it. Do your best to do better next time. Ask for feedback from your clients if it's a business. Do a survey. Contact us. We are going to help you with questionnaires. We are going to design questionnaires for your survey for your clients. We are going to help you do online survey from your clients. We are going to help you be the undertaker bosses. We are going to do survey, evaluation, and monitoring for your company, your business. Face your fear like a lady, like a gentleman, because fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is always yours. Change your bad habits. You are smoking in an office, you are drinking, it's office time, you are womanizing, having this skirt, chasing this breast, chasing this trouser. You have to use every man you find, you have a bad habit. You are reaching office late, you don't do deadlines. When I work with you and you don't meet deadlines, we cannot work because your habits are bad. To manage fear, you change your habits. You practice deliberately. You have to practice deliberate practice. You face your reason. I'm repeating that. You practice deliberate practice. You know your weaknesses. You list them down. You practice doing better. Practice deliberate practice. Focus on the specifics. The task is so big like an elephant. Everyone is touching here and there. But you focus on the specifics. Break a big task into small tasks. That's why you cannot fear it so much. I'm going to LDC. I have to become an advocate. I have to go to high court. How do I handle this case? I break it down into small, manageable tasks. I'm no longer fearing it. It was so big. How do you move a mountain, for example? You move a mountain by breaking it down into pieces. That's what I learned from Sun Tzu, The Art of War. How do you beat a battalion of 1,000 soldiers? You break it down, you disorganize it, you dismantle it from its vantage point. You attack first. You don't let them attack. You surprise them in surprise attacks. Those are Chinese war generals at fighting. So you break a big mountain into a small piece by piece. You move it stone by stone, brick by brick. Because it's too big, you can't face it. You break it down. You face your fears by accepting that they exist and they can be won. Fear is faced head on. You have HIV. What are you going to do? Are you going to kill yourself? You must be a coward to think that because I have HIV, I'm going to commit suicide. You must be very hopeless. You can do HIV for 40 years. I'm not saying be reckless, but I'm saying if you have HIV, it's going to bring fear. I'm dying. You have coronavirus. Oh, I'm dying. Face it. Find a way forward. In every hard situation, there is a way forward. When one window closes, another door opens. When one door opens, closes, another window opens. There is always that opportunity to move higher to a next level. Face your fear like devil, because the devil does not exist. Satan, or Satan, as we call it in my country, does not exist. You create it. Satan or Satan is fear created in your weak brain. You face it, you move forward. A big task, break it into smaller tasks. Tackle your areas of weakness. Fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run like a coward, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Change your bad habits. Be self-aware. Never quit what you can win. I'm repeating, never quit what you can win. Take a break if necessary. Walk around. Have resigned from work for a month and say, please, I need a break. There's something which is disturbing me. I need a break. Can you please give me a break? I'm in Europe here. I'm in the UK, United Kingdom. At my workplace, people take leave like nothing. He has been at work for 2 weeks. He takes a leave. She takes a leave for another 2 weeks. And they're still paid, by the way. Because the employees in Europe, in the UK are so good, they know if my brain is full of fear, I cannot be a good servant. I cannot be a good employee. They give you breaks here where I currently work in Newcastle. So you face your fears. Allow your workers to face their fears like demons. Confront them. Find out what's the problem. Help them overcome their fears. The illusion, because fear does not actually exist. Fear is not a fact. Fear is a feeling. Fear is an emotion. Get that one right. Fear is not a fact. Fear is an emotion. You can sleep with a snake in the same bed and the snake does not bite you. Haven't you ever heard about that? You can sleep with a snake in the same bed and it doesn't bite you. You can touch a snake and it may not bite you. But how do you touch it? You can fight with an elephant tactically, emotionally. You can face your fears. You are facing poverty today. There are debts. Don't commit suicide, my friend. Don't commit suicide. You can live above that fear. It's an illusion. It's temporary. You can overcome it. There is always another way. Don't commit suicide. Don't lose hope. Fear makes people hopeless. Never allow challenges define you. You define them by finding a solution. You take a break. You ask for feedback. You find your areas of weaknesses and you improve on it. You break big tasks into small tasks. You be kind to yourself. You don't focus on perfection. None of us is perfect. Accept that. Don't fear to be imperfect. Don't fear to write the worst book. They can edit it and make it better, but write it anyway. Face your fear like a pro. Then let us have the photos and we are done with this masterclass. Fear, fear, and fear. Let us look at these photos. They are going to tell us a story. Fear must be faced like a pro. And today's masterclass is about facing fear. Please face your fear and move like a senior. Move like a pro. Like a profession. So today's talk was about fear, and I've just told you fear does not exist, but is created by you. We all create our own fears. We panic, we run away. But actually, fear, if you are so clever enough, if you are so strong enough, if you know how to handle fear, fear can be overcome. This has been a very good masterclass. I've enjoyed watching you, watching me. I've enjoyed speaking with you. I've enjoyed communicating with you. I've enjoyed this conversation. I want to encourage you to be part of this company, to be part of this consultancy by subscribing, by following us. The YouTube channel is Think Better, Do Good Better. Be well, stay positive, always think for the best outcome in life, and everything will be bara bara. See you in the next one.